You're scrolling through Amazon looking at TVs when a projector pops up. 100 inches for the price of a 65-inch TV. That doesn't add up, right? Today, I'll explain projectors versus TVs like you're 5 years old. By the end, you'll understand exactly which one makes sense for your actual life, not just the one that looks coolest on social media. Here's what's happening right now. Projectors have gotten cheap, like really cheap. You can grab a decent 1080p projector for $400 that throws a 100-inch image on your wall. Meanwhile, a 75-inch TV costs $1,500 minimum. An 85-inch runs $3 grand or more. So people see that math and think they found a loophole. Massive screen, tiny price, instant home theater. You see the setup videos everywhere. Someone's basement or living room transformed into a cinema. The comments are always the same. Why did I waste money on a TV? This changed my life. Never going back. And it makes you feel like maybe you're the sucker still buying TVs. But here's where it gets interesting. Almost nobody posts the 6-month update. The part where they're closing blinds at 2 in the afternoon just to watch a cooking show. Or when they realize the built-in speaker sounds like a transistor radio. Or when guests come over and someone bumps the table and now the image is crooked. The honeymoon phase with projectors is real, and the breakup is quiet. Not because projectors are bad, but because most people buy them for the wrong reasons and regret it fast. Let's talk about what you're actually getting with each. A TV is plug-and-play convenience. You mount it, plug it in, turn it on. It works in daylight, at night, with lights on, lights off. The colors are bright and consistent. The sound is mediocre but acceptable. You never adjust anything. It just sits there, doing its job for 10 years. Boring, reliable, effortless. A projector gives you size and flexibility, but it punishes you for it. You need a dark room or the image looks washed out. You need a blank wall or a screen, which costs extra. You need external speakers because the internal ones are weak, and the bulb dims over time. After a few thousand hours, you're replacing it for $100 to $300. Now here's what most people miss before buying. Brightness. Projectors are measured in lumens. Anything under 3,000 lumens struggles with ambient light. Budget projectors sit around 200 to 800 lumens. That's fine at night with blackout curtains. But during the day, you'll squint at a faded ghost of an image. Meanwhile, a TV pumps out 300 to 500 nits minimum. High-end models hit 1,000 nits or more. Translation, a TV works in any light without you changing your environment. A projector makes you change your life to fit it. This matters to you because of how you actually watch things. Be honest. Do you watch TV casually while cooking, folding laundry, eating lunch? Do you leave lights on? Do you watch during the day? If you answered yes to any of that, a projector will annoy you within a week. You'll spend more time prepping the room than enjoying the content. Closing blinds, dimming lights, adjusting focus. It stops being fun and starts being a chore. A TV just works. You walk in, hit a button, done. That difference might sound small, but it compounds daily. Over a year, you'll waste hours just making your room dark enough to see the screen properly. But let's say you do have a dedicated space. A basement, a media room, a living room you only use at night. Now projectors start making sense. Because the one thing they absolutely crush TVs on is size. A 100-inch image is genuinely immersive in a way a 65-inch TV isn't. Movies feel bigger. Sports feel more intense. Gaming gets wild. And if you care about that theater experience, no TV under 5 figures competes. You can also move a projector, take it outside for movie nights, bring it to a friend's place, mount it on the ceiling and hide it when not in use. TVs are static furniture. Projectors are tools. That portability opens up experiences a TV can't touch. Backyard movie nights become regular events, not fantasy ideas. Now check this out. Long-term costs flip the script. That cheap projector saves you money up front, but bulbs die. Standard lamp life is 3,000 to 5,000 hours. If you watch 3 hours a day, that's 3 to 4 years before replacement. Replacement bulbs cost anywhere from $100 to $300. Some newer projectors use LED or laser light sources that last 20,000 hours or more, but those models cost $1,000 minimum. Do the math over 10 years. A $400 projector with 3 bulb replacements costs you $1,000 total. A TV has no recurring costs. You buy it once and it works until it dies, usually a decade or more. No maintenance, no consumables, no surprises. Sound is another thing. Projectors have garbage built-in audio. Tiny internal speakers that sound tinny and weak. You'll need external speakers or a soundbar. That adds another $100 to several $100. TVs have mediocre sound, but it's usable out of the box. You can upgrade later if you want, but you don't have to. With a projector, you have to. It's not optional unless you enjoy dialogue that sounds like it's coming from a tin can. And if you're investing in sound anyway, you're suddenly looking at a total system cost that rivals a high-end TV. Setup friction is real. A TV turns on instantly. A projector needs a few seconds to warm up the bulb. You might need to adjust focus or keystone correction if anything moved. If you're wall projecting, any texture or color on the wall affects image quality. You'll probably want a screen. That means either a pull-down model that hangs from the ceiling or a fixed frame. Pull-downs are cheaper but can wrinkle. Fixed frames look better, but cost more and dominate the room even when not in use. They're also permanent. You can't just move furniture around without considering that giant white rectangle on your wall. Here's the truth nobody wants to admit. For most people, most of the time, a TV is the smarter choice. It fits how you actually live. You don't need to plan your room around it. You don't need to wait for darkness. You don't need to upgrade your sound system immediately. You don't need to replace bulbs. It's boring, but boring is what works for daily life. A projector is a commitment. It's for someone who has a specific space. Someone who watches mostly at night. Someone who cares deeply about screen size. And someone who doesn't mind a little setup friction. But if you do fit that profile, a projector is genuinely incredible. That 100-inch image at night with the lights off and a decent sound system is closer to a theater than any TV will ever be. The immersion is unmatched. You'll never want to go back to a small screen. Just know what you're signing up for. It's not a magic loophole. It's a trade-off. And trade-offs only work when you're honest about your actual habits, not your ideal ones. So here's how to actually decide. Ask yourself 3 questions. First, do I watch TV mostly during the day or with lights on? If yes, buy a TV. Second, do I have a dedicated space I can control the lighting in? If no, buy a TV. Third, do I care more about size and immersion than convenience? If no, buy a TV. If you answered the right way to all 3, then yeah, a projector might be your move. But for most people reading this, the honest answer is TV. To recap, projectors are cheaper up front and give you massive screen size. But they need darkness, external sound, and replacement bulbs. TVs cost more initially, but work in any light with zero maintenance. Projectors are for dedicated spaces and nighttime viewing. TVs are for everyone else. The smartest choice isn't the one that looks coolest on Instagram. It's the one that fits your real habits. And for most people, that's still a TV. So here's the real question. If you went projector, are you still using it 6 months later? Or is it collecting dust while you went back to a regular TV?